As we progress into the 21st century, communications are becoming faster and faster. Think of the millions different media images you are bombarded with every day. It's as important now to be able to read and make sense of those images as it has been to be able to read ordinary text. When countries assess their carbon dioxide emissions, they count up their cars and power stations, but bushfires are not included, presumably because they are deemed to be events beyond human control. In Australia, Victoria alone sees several 100,000 hectares burn each year. In both 2004 and more recently, the figures has been over 1 million hectares. Akimbo. This must be one of the odder looking words in the language and puzzles us in part because it does not seem to have any relatives. What's more, it is now virtually a fossil word until recently almost invariably found in arms. Akimbo, a posture in which a person stands with hands on hips and elbows sharply bent outward, one signaling impatience, hostility, or contempt. Although it hails from a remote region of the western Himalayas, this plant now looks entirely at home on the banks of English River. Brought to the UK in 1839, it quickly escaped from Victorian gardens and colonized river banks and damp woodlands. In the Himalayas, the plant is held in check by various pests, but take these away and it grows and reproduces unhindered. Now it is spreading across Europe, New Zealand, Canada, and the US. As far as politics go, the responses are just as varied. Mitigation is common and calls for a reduction of emissions and less reliance on fossil fuels. Coal burning power plants are now replaced with hydraulic power plants, and electrical cars are replacing some gasoline efficient cars. Many people, however, feel that this is not enough. Not a lot is known about how the transportation of goods by water first began. Large cargo boats were being used in some parts of the world up to 5,000 years ago. However, sea trade became more widespread when large sailing boats traveled between ports carrying spices, perfumes, and objects made by hand. In classes, your teachers will talk about topics that you are studying. The information that they provide will be important for you to know when you take tests. You must be able to take good written notes from what your teachers say. The University of Liverpool is one of the UK's leading universities. We are renowned for our teaching and research excellence. As one of Merseyside's largest employers, the university is a major source for innovation and plays a key role in the economic development of the region in terms of employment, skills, research, and technology. No known life of any kind exists on the moon, and it does not have any atmosphere, wind, and water. Although ice may be present at the bottom of a few shaded craters, its sky is black all the time and stars are continuously visible. As a historian, if you really want to understand the sensibilities of those who lived in the past, you must be like a novelist and get into the skins of characters and think and feel as they do. You are asked to imagine what it's like to be a peasant in the medieval times, asking the sort of questions a peasant might ask. What the writer is saying is that a historian needs imaginative sympathy with ordinary people in the past.